Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name's Elise and I do YouTube videos on baking, making, crafts, all that jazz. So just recently I came across an article on minimalism, and it sort of provoked some thoughts for me about what sort of stuff I own and whether it's really giving my life value or whether it's just sort of cluttering my life, not only physically but also like mentally as well. And I came across an interesting minimalism YouTube channel as well, and those videos just sort of gave me some inspiration, gave me a push. And I'm not like a huge hoarder, but because I tend to keep things like just in case, or in case I might want to use them but I don't use them, I set myself a challenge. So my initial goal was to find 10 items around the house to declutter, and I think I ended up decluttering 18 items. So first up, shoes, and I have these brown boots that I've been holding onto for quite a while because they're so comfy, but I actually haven't worn them in probably more than 2 years because they're just not really my style anymore. So I think it's time to move them on so someone else can appreciate them. Secondly, these heels. They're really nice shoes, but man, they really hurt my feet. The straps here, which aren't adjustable, were too big. So I actually spent more money and got them taken in. So I felt like, you know, I had to keep them and make good use of them to like get my money's worth. But I have maybe worn them once. After actually committing to let these go, I was just like, why haven't I decided this sooner? I just don't wear them, and I'm not gonna wear them because I always choose shoes that are comfier, like a comfier option, and look just as good, you know? It's just not worth it for me. Thirdly, old runners. I have a pair of running shoes and gym shoes, and I kept these shoes because, you know, just what if you go bushwalking that requires shoes that could get muddy or something. Have I used them in the last like 2 years? No. I did wash them to sort of get some marks out of them. Not only did the marks not come out, but the material or plastic inside the top layer of mesh, that actually started breaking down. So definitely getting rid of them. I just had a cupboard full of towels. It's always handy to have an old towel or two around the house. Just one old towel is sufficient. I don't really need 3. Next in the towel category is this hair wrap. I just don't wear this. Like, I just let my hair air dry. This poncho sort of jumper, I bought this when I was working in the lab, so it doesn't come all the way down to my wrist. I don't do that sort of work anymore, so I don't require it on that front. But also I have found that I go towards other jumpers these days because I want my arms covered to keep warm, so I just haven't worn it, so it's time to move on. Top. So it's like an off-the-shoulder top. If I want to wear a long sleeve top, I usually want like maximum coverage because I'm cold, so I just never go for this one. I just don't wear it. Socks. It's been hard to let these go because they are so cute. They're little Dalmatians, but they have holes in them. Socks are just one of those things I can't really mend. If I were to like stitch that up, I would be able to feel the stitching when I wear them. That's why I just don't mend socks. But I ordered more cool socks with like mushrooms and lollipops and that sort of thing on them, so it made it easier to give them up. At the start of the year, I bought a diary for 2020 and I was using it, but I decided I wanted to move digital, so I ended up researching calendar apps for my phone. Found one that I was happy with and have been using that. So I'm actually happy to pass this up. Also in the stationery department, this notebook, it's just such nice paper to write on, but like it doesn't sit flat, I guess, which is annoying. So for that reason, I just find myself not really using it. but I have decided I am going to repurpose it just for notes. You can just rip them out really easily, just for like groceries or just notes, you know. I'm a big list maker, so having nice paper to write on is so handy. So I've decided to keep that one, but not really for its original purpose. So I've got 2 makeup brushes. One I bought for putting on foundation. I'm a big fan of the sponge, not the brush, for foundation. So this is kind of superfluous to me and I just haven't used it for anything else. So time to move on. This one, love the shape of it, but on the other hand, it drives me nuts because it just sheds so much. And I've tried washing it. It's just a pain, like having to like get tweezers and take the little shed bristles off my face, like every makeup application. So I'm gonna keep it and take it shopping with me and find one of the same shape. Next we have some makeup. So this was just a blush that I got ages ago. It was like part of a gift set, or you know, like a bonus item when you bought other things from the brand. I do like the colors, but it just puts down too much product. It costs me more time trying to like fix up putting too much product down than it's worth. Next we have a perfume. It's quite expensive and you can see I've only used like half of it. I've just found, I think the smell like changed, or maybe my skin changed, that makes it smell different on me. I'm not really sure, but the end of it is I'm not really a fan of how it smells on me. So I don't wear it for that reason. Even though like I don't really like the smell, I was a bit reluctant to get rid of it because it was a gift, so I didn't want to offend, but I did ask my fiance and he was like, yeah, like complete no offense. So now there's nothing stopping me. This one is like a container. It's like not a spray bottle, but it like foams stuff. And I was like, wow, this is like so unique. This will be really handy, but I literally haven't used it for like the last 5 years and I can't see a use for it in the next like 6 months, 12 months. Next, it's like the packaging that things come in. So this is like the box that my engagement ring came in. Even though the box is nice and it's such nice packaging, I'm just not going to use it. So there's not really any point having it. Next is like booklets or little like brochures from a medical device. So it like dispenses pills, but that type of pill was discontinued. So having these little booklets is a bit redundant now. I had a look through the like first aid box. I had 2 lots of eye drops that are past their use by date now. Obviously you want to use medicines while they're in date to be most effective, or effective at all. So when I find I need eye drops again, I'll just get more. These were like specific items I used while I was recovering from my rhinoplasty surgery. A mouth spray, like a moisturizing mouth spray, and the same sort of thing in a gel. I won't be needing these anytime soon, so it's not worth having in my medical supplies. And that's it. So I hope this helps you identify some items around your house that you could declutter if you feel that you need to. If this is something you've been wanting to do, set yourself a challenge, like maybe just 5 items if 10 or 15 seems too overwhelming. I'm excited to have less things around the house, but I mean not necessarily get it down to like a minimal amount of items. I'm excited to have things that are useful, or are functional and mean a lot to me. I'm learning to let go of things that no longer serve me and don't really make me happy, even though maybe I think they would, like with those strappy shoes. They're gorgeous, but they hurt my feet. So at the end of the day, it's not a good experience. So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to sort of declutter my possessions so that they're things that I really enjoy and that make me happy, rather than just having things for the sake of things, I guess. Thanks guys, bye!